So, you guys watch this show often? I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Pretty good.
I was in the middle of pouring myself a drink when I remembered, my roots on this show. And I was like, oh. Actually, no, that's not how it went. John was like, step one, gotta film it. Step one's make a drink. This is gin, and I'm gonna drop a real doozy on you guys. This is a really dumb joke that I thought about, where I was like, I got a cool drink recipe. I got a cool drink recipe. It's called a G and a T and a P, and it's just a gin and tonic, and the P is me. So when you put the G and the T in the P, that's when you put the drink in me. But also I don't have tonic water, so that's not gonna work. Instead I have water, sparkling water with lime. I don't even have to put a lime in it. Honestly, tonic water doesn't taste that great, so this is probably fine. Probably just tastes like Jim Johnson? It's gonna be a weird one, folks. Well, I ran 6 miles yesterday and I think I broke my body. After that I was really tired, so I went to bed and I slept for a long time and I woke up and I was still tired. So I've kind of just been walking through life. Actually, I've been trying not to walk through life. I've been trying to sit through life and just recover from that event. And as such, I don't have the bountiful amounts of energy that I usually do for the show. But I have found on Tuesdays for the show, like when I'm not feeling it, if I just have a couple cocktails, things get real weird, and that makes for some of the best and or worst episodes. So yeah, that's where we're at tonight. This is a rare breed of a potentially solo show. I think my brother might come help, but nobody's tonight. Everyone's busy. Okay, tonight on the show I'm going to teach you how to make a dish never made before. It is in the category of home-style food. Dishes your mama made or your mama's mama, but not my mom. Therefore, I have no context for this, no appreciation, and I'm kind of legitimately disgusted at the idea of it. This dish is called Tater Tot Hot Dish, or Tot Hot Dish, Tater Tot Dish, I don't know. It originates maybe from Minnesota, or maybe it's just ascribed to Minnesota because no one else will take it. It is a casserole in which you dump tater tots on top of, and looks pretty good to me. So this particular recipe was provided by our buddy Alex P. You may know him from other great works such as that jingle that nobody likes, but I like. So the recipe, this was also requested by Pupfish McCoy and Quipmonk. I got 3 pounds of ground chuck. Chuck is stored in the cow, and we're gonna start by browning this. Alex's mom's recipe, maybe this is mom's recipe, called for 2 onions, but I am omitting them because onions make my brother's ass bleed. Not in a fun way. There's a lot of things in this that I don't normally eat. It's kind of like unknown territory. I'm not really like intimidated or anything, but I'm also kind of like, well, this is different. I probably should have turned the pan on first, but shit. Ooh, that's a nice smell. Probably should put some oil or something in here. The grease is stored in the beef, and that will render out and then cook itself. But we just need a little starter. My butter is stored in the butter cabinet. That's water. This pan wasn't that clean. It's still not that clean, but it's cleaner than it was. That's a knob of butter. I'm gonna put some salt on it. Gonna break this down eventually. That's some pepper. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get a pan. My pans are stored in the dishwasher. So like there's canned food in this. Canned food. And I'm cool with canned beans. No problem there. But like most vegetables in cans, it's not like I think I'm better than them. It's not like I think they're gross. I just don't really like them. I like tomatoes in a can, that has its place. But most things, it's like green beans in a can, or corn in a can. Those 2 specific things which are in this dish, I'm kind of like, But where I really draw the line is mushrooms. I can't eat the mushrooms in a can. It's just really gross. So I'm gonna cook some mushrooms instead. I'm chopping some mushrooms here, and I don't really know how many would be like 1 can of mushrooms, so I'm just gonna chop some, an amount, the right kind. These are criminal mushrooms, as we colloquially call them.
What's that?
That's what it's called, cross-contamination. Don't worry, it'll cook. It's all going to the same place. This is garlic and onion powder. I'm subbing these instead of the actual things. Don't hold back, just really layer the flavor. Gotta keep stirring it till it's brown. It smells great. I'm gonna get these mushrooms cooking. And they certainly don't need to be perfect, considering you're doing this instead of using a can of mushrooms. And if you like canned mushrooms, seriously, I got nothing against you, other than the fact that you like canned mushrooms, and I just think that's disgusting. So I guess I must amend my statement that, by proxy, I also think you're disgusting. Drinking cheap gin. Seagram's. I'm making canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms. Just don't look at them. Don't look at them. No problem. Nothing to see. I didn't put salt on them. No. Preheat the oven to 350. Bake. Start. It's ready. Well, it's not ready, but it's on the way to being ready. That's how you cook. Look at that can of mushrooms. Yeah. All right, our beef is browned and seasoned, so we need to drain it. And I'm having a little bit of a moment of inspiration, so I might retain some of this grease. And I might, oh boy, oh boy. Turn that heat down to low. And my moment of inspiration was like, well, I took some of this beef grease and incorporated it with our canned mushrooms. I think that might taste real nice. Or not. I don't know. Actually, I think that's gonna be amazing. They already look pretty good. Better than canned. But don't worry. We're all about compliance here, so you'll see how we work that one out. Alright, other ingredients. Made sure to get the store brand for all these. We're back to our old friend Kroger, even though they won't notice us. Oh, Kroger. If only you could be that partner we wish you were. Drain your beanie weenies. Plop them in. That looks edible. Next up is our corn, which isn't just called corn, it is super sweet golden corn whole kernel. Just in case you were worried. Those green beans almost look like cactus. That's how cactus looks like when you get it. In the spirit of technical compliance, we will briefly drop these mushrooms that we cooked into this can here, such as I'm doing now. Making a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. And pop the lid down. It's a little bit hot. Put it to the side. And while that's canning, we will mix these ingredients together. Ingredients. I feel like we're on the road to Savor City. So that's Savour with an EU or an OU or any number of vowels in between O and other vowels. There's not many vowels out there, you know. All right, I think our mushrooms are ready to go. Can's pretty hot. Oh, this looks pretty good. Not bad for canned mushrooms. Next up is a can of cream of mushroom soup, or condensed soup. Looks weird. It's all right. Probably could have canned the mushrooms in there, honestly. And a can of cream of chicken soup. Yes, indeed, you do use both. The combined flavor will be like chicken and mushroom soup. I don't know. I'm not an expert. This food's foreign to me, but I like beef. We'll add some tarragon leaves. I think tarragon's most comparable to thyme. About a teaspoon of that, a couple of pinches. Some cayenne. I don't know how spice got in this dish, but there it is. I feel like I'm just seasoning a blob. And I've got a fresh Lee & Perrins What's This Here sauce. See that blob? This looks great. This just looks great. So let's mix that bitch together. I am the most reminded of Kevin's conglomeration dish over there. Just in the general nature or approach of this, which is it's generally weird. This is like a pretty close-up look of my face as I look at what it is we're mixing together, and I'm a little bit weirded out. Okay, here I have this big disposable casserole pan, which I bought because I don't really know where my big casserole is. Probably completely unnecessary, but I think I'm gonna hit it with that Pam. And that's just because, you know, that's the Minnesota way. Just dump it in there. Just dump it right in there. Appetizing. Okay, my brother was supposed to, oh no, I forgot the milk. Oh no, supposed to add milk to that mixture. I thought something was wrong. I bought a little thing of whole milk, because it's, when I think Minnesota, I think, you know, cheese, which is Minnesota's not, that's Wisconsin, isn't it? I care, you're both beautiful states. Three-quarter cup of milk. I really think that's gonna take us up a notch. You know, in lookability, flavor. This is salt. God damn, this needs salt. Milky beef. Tonight's episode is brought to you by a lack of dignity, I would say. Let's see if I can get one of these boys to shred the cheese. I don't think I have it in me. Here I have a block of cheddar. It's 1 pound. I just got sharp cheddar. I'm gonna shred it. I think the, you know, like personally shredding it prevents it from having the caking agents, which may interact with those canned things we put in there and poison you. This is what is called a false narrative. And I'm gonna pour myself another drink because I didn't want to shred this cheese. I wanted someone else to do it. But that's what happens when you're doing a solo show. You got nobody to outsource. It's not really a solo show when John's manning the camera. It's just a duo. I'm not alone, but I am the only one cooking. I'm using those big holes because I think it'll go faster. Beep, boop, beep, boop. I hate this segment. Somehow I managed to fit that whole block in one shredder. So much so that it won't come out of the shredder. Okay, there we go. Alright, apply the cheese directly to this shit. Look at this cheese laying action. It's like you're in the dish. You are a casserole. We gotta have some viewers that are like, yeah, that's me, I'm a casserole. Alright, final step is to get some tots in this bitch. Got the off-brand tots, just like with everything with this. I got tater bites and tater rounds. And you can see they're different shapes. The round ones are circular, but kind of flat. The conventional tots are circular, but kind of thick. Although tedious, I thought it would be kind of interesting to like maybe try to form a pattern of placing these, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience for it, so we'll see. If I like alternate these in such a way, it could look pretty cool. So it's far more effort than I would typically put into this kind of thing. Don't you think that'll look cool? I don't know, maybe. So just keep doing that till you're done. Be here all night. Come on, Kroger. Alright, well you can see how long my patience lasted. It lasted this long. I also came to realize that I don't think the math was gonna add up there. The geometric math. Oh God, my hands. Alright, this bitch has gotta go. This non-referential bitch gotta go in the oven. It's gonna be there for a hour. Can you believe that? I can believe it. That shit's gonna feed an army. Or at least we 4 dudes. And probably my wife. See you in an hour. Later, bonus. It is time. Tots look golden brown, and the cheese has risen up. Look at that, the cheese did rise. That's funny. All right, this is it, boys. Hot tot tater dish, hot tot tater tot hot dish. Hot tot, teety tot, teed up a dub a doop. Probably need a ladle or a scoop or something. You're probably supposed to let it cool, but I don't know. I imagine this would be well served on a paper plate. Really not sure the way of extracting this, but I assume that it's molten, so I'm kind of just gonna do one of those. Okay, well I think that's it, right? Here's the beef and a tot. I assume the tot is hot. That tastes really good. It has that like signature, I don't know where it comes from taste, but there's like, I think some of it's like the canned flavors, but some of it's just the flavor combo. Like it clearly tastes like it's from, where it's from, Minnesota. That cries out for ketchup or hot sauce or something. My heart cries out. It says, please add some ketchup.
Tater Tots and ketchup.
Yeah, the ketchup is where it's at. You remember when we made the Buddha Jjigae and we made a fancy food out of a bunch of bullshit foods? This is kind of like that. Where like it tastes pretty good, but you kind of can't get past the fact that it's a bunch of cans and tater tots. I like it with the ketchup because it tastes like ketchup and I like that flavor. I'm kind of making fun of it, but it doesn't taste bad. I mean, it's edible. It's really not bad. It's got that like that weird like cafeteria punch to it. Like a cafeteria lady could have made that for me. I don't know, I definitely would categorize that as pretty good. Definitely edible. What more is there to say? Like it's not the best thing I've ever had, but I'll eat it. I suppose that's how you do it.
Smash that mother like button.